Welcome to the English Conversation Club.
Our topic for today is 36 questions to fall in love.
These questions were developed by social scientists and doctors to help people feel intimate quickly.
Watch the video once and listen, answer, and repeat. For future viewings, just turn off the lights and listen while you drift off to a happy sleep.
There will be 3 sets of 12 questions and 3 model answers for each question. Question 1 is: given the choice of anyone in the world, whom would you want as a dinner guest? Model answer 1 is:
I would choose Elon Musk. I think he has many interesting ideas about technology and the future.
Given the choice of anyone in the world, whom would you want as a dinner guest?
I would like to have dinner with Michael Jordan. I am a huge basketball fan and would love to hear some of his sports stories.
Let's practice it one more time. Given the choice of anyone in the world, whom would you want as a dinner guest?
I would invite Michelle Obama. She is very smart and has done a lot of good work for education and health.
Question number 2 is: would you like to be famous? In what way?
Yes, I would like to be famous as a writer. I want to write books that make people happy and think deeply.
Let's try it again. Would you like to be famous? In what way?
No, I don't want to be famous. I prefer a quiet life with my family and friends.
One more time. Would you like to be famous? In what way?
I would like to be famous for helping people. Maybe as a doctor or a teacher.
Question 3 is: what would be a perfect day for you?
A perfect day would be sunny and warm. I would spend it at the beach with my friends, swimming and having a picnic.
Once again. What would be a perfect day for you?
My perfect day would start with a good breakfast, then a hike in the mountains, and end with a nice dinner and a movie at home.
And one last time. What would be a perfect day for you?
I think a perfect day would be spending time with my family, cooking together, and playing games.
Let's take a quick time out to talk about a couple of things.
When you are finished studying with this video, we recommend that you try practicing 1 or 2 questions every day with a friend.
People who practice these questions report that they have warmer, deeper, closer, and more intimate feelings for the people that they have spoken with.
Here are a few opinions from people who took the test with the New York Times newspaper.
One person from the experiment said, "At the end of the night, I felt as if I knew this guy better than I know my best friend."
Another person said, "I tried it a year ago on some guy on a second date. We're currently living together."
And finally, the author who wrote the New York Times article about the 36 questions to fall in love went on to marry the man she did the experiment with.
Let's get back to practicing the questions.
Before making a telephone call, do you ever practice or rehearse what you are going to say? Why?
Yes, I practice before important calls. It helps me feel more confident and organized. No, I usually don't practice. I just think about the main points I want to say. Sometimes I do. If it's a business call or something important, I want to make sure I don't forget anything.
When did you last sing to yourself? To someone else?
I last sang to myself this morning in the shower. I sang to my friend at karaoke last weekend. I sang to myself while cooking dinner yesterday. I haven't sung to someone else in a long time. I sang to myself in the car today. I sang to my little sister a bedtime song last night.
Our next question is very long. We will repeat it 3 times. If you were able to live to the age of 90 and keep either the mind or body of a 30-year-old for the last 60 years of your life, which would you want?
I would choose to keep the mind of a 30-year-old. It's important to me to stay sharp and be able to think clearly.
If you were able to live to the age of 90 and keep either the mind or body of a 30-year-old for the last 60 years of your life, which would you want?
I think I would keep the body of a 30-year-old. Being physically healthy would allow me to do more activities.
If you were able to live to the age of 90 and keep either the mind or body of a 30-year-old for the last 60 years of your life, which would you want?
I would prefer to keep the mind. I want to be able to remember my family and friends and enjoy conversations.
Do you have a secret hunch about how you will die?
I don't have a specific hunch, but I hope to die peacefully in my sleep. I think I might die from old age, maybe in my 80s or 90s. I don't really think about it much, but I hope it will be quick and painless.
Our next question is: name 3 things you and the person that you are speaking with appear to have in common.
We both love reading books, enjoy hiking, and like to cook new recipes. We share a passion for traveling, have similar taste in music, and enjoy watching movies together. We both are interested in technology, love animals, and like playing board games.
Question number 9 is: for what in your life do you feel most grateful?
I am most grateful for my family. They always support me and make me feel loved. I feel very grateful for my education. It has given me many opportunities. I am most grateful for my health. It allows me to do all the things I enjoy.
Our next question is: if you could change anything about the way you were raised, what would it be?
I wish I had learned more languages when I was young. It would be useful now. I would change the amount of time we spent together as a family. I wish we had more family trips. I think I would want more encouragement to try different hobbies and activities.
The next question is the longest of the 36 questions. The original question is: take 4 minutes and tell your partner your life story in as much detail as possible. We will change the question to: tell your partner 4 things about your life story.
I was born in a small town and grew up with my parents and 2 siblings. We had a happy childhood, playing outside and going on family trips. I went to university and studied engineering. Now, I work as an engineer and live in the city with my partner and our dog. I grew up in a big city and always loved art. My parents encouraged me to follow my passion, so I went to art school. After graduating, I started working as a graphic designer. Now, I run my own design studio and teach art classes in my free time. I was raised by my grandparents in the countryside. We had a farm, and I learned a lot about animals and plants. I moved to the city for college and studied business. Now, I work in marketing and visit my grandparents as often as I can.
And the final question from the first set of 12 questions is: if you could wake up tomorrow having gained any one quality or ability, what would it be?
I would like to have the ability to speak any language. It would help me communicate with people from all over the world. I wish I could play any musical instrument perfectly. Music is a big part of my life. I would like to be able to read people's minds. It would make understanding others much easier.
The first question from question set number 2 is: if a crystal ball could tell you the truth about yourself, your life, the future, or anything else, what would you want to know? Our first model answer is:
I would want to know if I will be happy and healthy in the future.
The second model answer is:
I'd like to know if I will achieve my career goals and be successful.
And our final model answer is:
I would ask if I will have a happy family and children.
the next question is there something that you've dreamed of doing for a long time? Why haven't you done it?
I've dreamed of traveling around the world. I haven't done it because of work and money. I've always wanted to write a book. I haven't started because I'm afraid it won't be good. I've dreamed of learning to play the piano. I haven't had time to take lessons.
Question number 3 is: what is the greatest accomplishment of your life?
My greatest accomplishment is graduating from university. It was a lot of hard work. I'm proud of starting my own business. It's been a challenging but rewarding journey. My greatest accomplishment is helping my family move to a better home.
The fourth question is: what do you value most in a friendship?
I value trust the most in a friendship. It's important to know you can rely on each other. I think honesty is the most important. A good friend should always tell the truth. I value support. Friends should be there for each other in good and bad times.
The next question is: what is your most treasured memory?
My most treasured memory is my family vacation to the beach when I was a child. We had so much fun together. I will never forget my graduation day. My family was so proud of me. My most treasured memory is the day my little sister was born. I was so happy to be an older sibling.
Question number 6 is a short but difficult question. What is your most terrible memory?
My most terrible memory is when my grandmother passed away. It was very sad. I remember when I failed an important exam. I felt really disappointed in myself. My worst memory is the day my best friend moved to another country. It was hard to say goodbye.
Question 7 from the second question list is: if you knew that in 1 year you would die suddenly, would you change anything about the way you are now living? Why?
Yes, I would travel more and spend more time with my loved ones. Life is short, and I want to make the most of it. I would focus more on my hobbies and passions. I want to enjoy every moment. I would try to be more kind and help more people. It's important to make a positive impact.
The next question is: what does friendship mean to you?
Friendship means having someone who understands and supports you. It means sharing good times and bad times together. Friendship is about trust, loyalty, and fun.
Question number 9 is: what roles do love and affection play in your life?
Love and affection are very important to me. They make life happier and more meaningful. They play a big role in my relationships with family and friends. I feel loved and supported. Love and affection motivate me to be a better person and to care for others.
The next question is: share something you consider a positive characteristic of your partner. Share a total of 5 items.
My partner is very kind. They are always patient, understanding, supportive, and fun to be with. They are hardworking, honest, caring, intelligent, and have a great sense of humor. My partner is loyal, creative, thoughtful, energetic, and makes me feel special.
Question number 11 is: how close and warm is your family? Do you feel your childhood was happier than most other people's?
My family is very close and warm. We always support each other. I think my childhood was very happy. We have a good relationship and spend a lot of time together. I feel lucky to have had a happy childhood. My family is loving and caring. I believe my childhood was happier than many others because we were always together.
And the final question from question set number 2 is: how do you feel about your relationship with your mother?
My relationship with my mother is very strong. We talk about everything, and she always supports me. I feel very close to my mother. She is my best friend and gives me great advice. My mother and I have a good relationship. We have our disagreements, but we love each other very much.
Question 1 from our final question set is: I wish I had someone with whom I could share.
I wish I had someone with whom I could share my travel experiences. I wish I had someone with whom I could share my dreams and fears. I wish I had someone with whom I could share my hobbies and interests.
Question 2 is longer and more complicated. Make 3 true-we statements each. For instance, we are both in this room feeling. Model answer 1 is:
We are both enjoying this conversation. We are both interested in learning more about each other. We are both curious about the world.
Model answer 2 is:
We are both excited about this activity. We are both thinking about our answers carefully. We are both hoping to build a connection.
And the third model answer is:
We are both here to improve our English skills. We are both trying to be open and honest. We are both enjoying getting to know each other.
The third question is: if you were going to become a close friend with your partner, please share what would be important for him or her to know.
It's important to know that I value honesty and loyalty in a friendship. I want you to know that I sometimes need time alone to recharge. It's important for you to know that I am a good listener and always ready to help.
The next question is: tell your partner what you like about them. Be very honest this time, saying things that you might not say to someone you've just met.
I really like how kind and considerate you are. It makes me feel comfortable talking to you. I appreciate your sense of humor. It's refreshing and makes our conversations enjoyable. I admire your passion for learning and improving yourself. It's very inspiring.
Question number 5 is: share with your partner an embarrassing moment in your life.
Once, I tripped and fell in front of my whole class during a presentation. It was so embarrassing, but everyone was very kind about it. I accidentally called my teacher mom in front of the entire class. Everyone laughed, and I turned bright red. I sent a text message meant for my friend to my boss by mistake. It was a funny message, and I was so embarrassed.
Question number 6 is: when did you last cry in front of another person? By yourself?
I last cried in front of another person a few months ago when my pet passed away. I cried by myself last week after watching a sad movie. I cried in front of my friend last year when I was going through a tough time. I cried by myself a few days ago while reading a touching book. I last cried in front of my family during a sad event. I cried by myself last month when I felt overwhelmed.
The next question is: tell your partner something that you like about them already.
I like how attentive you are. It shows that you really care about our conversation. I like your positive attitude. It makes talking with you very enjoyable. I like how thoughtful your answers are. It shows that you are a deep thinker.
Question number 8 is: what, if anything, is too serious to be joked about?
I think topics like illness and death are too serious to joke about. Jokes about someone's personal struggles or trauma are too serious and can be hurtful. I believe making fun of someone's deeply held beliefs or values is too serious to joke about.
Question number 9 is long and difficult. If you were to die this evening with no opportunity to communicate with anyone, what would you most regret not having told someone? Why haven't you told them yet?
I would regret not telling my parents how much I appreciate everything they've done for me. I haven't told them yet because I sometimes find it hard to express my feelings. I would regret not telling my best friend how much their friendship means to me. I haven't told them because I assume they already know. I would regret not apologizing to someone I hurt in the past. I haven't done it yet because I'm afraid of reopening old wounds.
Question number 10. Your house, containing everything you own, catches fire. After saving your loved ones and pets, you have time to safely make a final dash to save any one item. What would it be? Why?
I would save my photo albums because they hold irreplaceable memories. I would grab my laptop because it contains important documents and sentimental files. I would save a box of letters and cards from my family and friends because they are very special to me.
Our second to last question is: of all the people in your family, whose death would you find most disturbing? Why?
I would find my mother's death most disturbing because she has always been my biggest supporter and confidant. My siblings' death would be the most disturbing because we are very close and share a lot of memories. My father's death would be hardest because he has always been my role model and guide.
The final question for the 36 questions to fall in love is: share a personal problem and ask your partner's advice on how he or she might handle it. Also, ask your partner to reflect to you how you seem to be feeling about the problem you have chosen.
I'm having trouble managing my time between work and personal life. How would you handle it? I think I feel overwhelmed and stressed about balancing everything. I find it hard to stay motivated in my studies. What do you suggest I do? I feel frustrated and a bit lost about my lack of motivation. I'm struggling with a difficult decision about my career. How would you approach it? I feel anxious and uncertain about making the right choice. Thanks for studying with the English Conversation Club.
And we hope that there is plenty of love in your life.